Hi, ladies. How are
Hello,
you?
hello.
Yeah,
Good,
welcome,
good, good.
welcome to our live discussion today. I'm Rekha, and I'm joined by Wendy and Rika, as usual. So, today we are diving into life of a visionary who,
Ooh,
yeah. Any guesses?
I
I
know.
know.
It's
So
it's
we're going to talk about Steve Jobs.
whoa.
Yeah, from his humble beginning to profound impact on technology, Jobs' journey offers such invaluable lessons. So, let's explore his story together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I have a slide prepared, which these are the points that we're going to talk about. These 6 points, each one of us will go through these steps. Um, but first one, the early life and founding of Apple. I'll go through that. Steve Jobs actually was born in 1955, I believe, in San Francisco, and his biological parents gave him up for adoption. So he was actually raised by Paul and Clara Jobs in California. So growing up, Steve developed an interest in electronics, often working on projects with his dad in their garage. This early exposure, it laid a foundation for his future, right? So at age of 21, he founded his first, no, it was it age 21, yeah, 1976. He found the first Apple, laptop in his parents' garage. I think
Wow.
he was working with his friend, but he found his first one, and then followed by a highly successful Apple II, which is really took off, and it improved the personal computer industry. This success laid the groundwork for Apple's future innovations, right? So,
Yeah, that's amazing. And like Steve, like if he's only interested in computers, he wouldn't be able to become so successful, right? It's all about his leadership and and his innovation. So his leadership style was actually characterized by his relentless pursuit of excellence and innovation. So he's not the one who easily give up. He's the
mhm.
one who's trying, never stop until he achieves what he wants, which is always improvement, always innovation, right? So at the beginning, after he left Apple in 1985, he actually founded Next, which is to aim for advanced computer platforms
Oh yeah.
and for the business and the educational market. And and I'm sure everybody knows about Pixar. He actually
Mhm.
acquired Pixar too, and he actually transformed it into a leader in the animation film industry. And
Yeah.
so after that, he actually returned to Apple in 1997, and he started to introduce products like iMac, iPod,
Mhm.
iPhone, iPad, everything. Not Iron Man though. And then, well, the thing is, he is 100% focused on what he's doing, and he focused on design, he focused on the user experience, and he set just new standards in the tech industry. And you know what? Now everybody knows Apple is a household name, right?
Exactly. That's very well said, Wendy. Like, you know what, Steve, he get lots of like challenges along his way, like everyday people like us, right? Yeah, he faced major challenges along his journey. Like Wendy mentioned earlier, in 1985, he was forced to leave the Apple, the very company that he helped created. And can you imagine that if you're being pushed away out of your own dream? But instead of giving up, he used that setback as a fuel to go more, right? Go beyond. So he started, like Wendy said, he started this new company next, and then he also bought Pixar, which is later became the huge name in animation. right? And then what stands out with him is his resilience, his ability to bounce back. Yeah, this can be applied to any one of us. Like, and in 1987, he returned to Apple. And that time, the company was struggling. But with his vision and leadership, he didn't just save the Apple, but he transformed it. He introduced, like when they said, new products like iPhone and iMac. And, this product, this technology has changed how we live and we work today, right?
Oh yeah.
And that story of him teach us the setbacks are not the end. Because if he give up, we don't have this kind of like good life, this technology we have now. And then with resilience, we can turn any challenge into a comeback. So that's the best part that he learned, and that we can apply it to our daily lives as well. So yeah.
Yeah, and the next one is in his impact on technology and
Mm.
design, right? So Jobs' influence extended way beyond, product development. He transformed entire industry. His emphasis on creating products that were not only functional, but so pleasing, set new standards in design. So Jobs believed that design is not just what it looks like and feels like. Design is how it works. This philosophy led to the development of user-friendly interfaces and elegant design. That Wendy and Rika were talking about, all these iPads and phones we've been using. You know, it's the design is what
Mm-hmm.
makes them so good. So everybody that now relates to Apple products, right?
Yeah.
So
Ye- Yeah, and I think out of everything, one big thing that we can learn from this innovation, right, is his visionary leadership
yeah,
and his courage
Correct.
to
yeah,
innovate. He doesn't just produce things that other people has already produced before and just make that better, but he actually went to find out and anticipate the market needs, and then he pushed the technological boundaries, right? He teaches us to think differently and adapt to different changes.
yeah,
It, the thing is, from this story, it really inspired me to pursue my goals with unwavering commitments. Like, if you have a goal, just make it happen, no matter what's gonna happen in your life or whoever that says being the naysayer in your life. Just commit and focus on your goals and just push through. Yeah, that's what I learned.
Yeah, that's very nice one. While listening, your ideas is a great, really great. Like every one of us, no one is perfect. Like no one, even Steve Jobs, he's not perfect, right? But yeah, no one is perfect in our journey, in our everyday life. But he never pretended to be. So we had flaws. He had flaws. We made mistakes. He made mistakes, and we all face many personal and professional struggles. But what made him stand out is that his commitment to growth and staying true to himself, right? He followed his passion. He stayed focused on his vision. That is very important. And then he didn't try to be someone that he wasn't, right? And
yeah,
his journey showed us that we don't need to be perfect to be successful one day. We just need to keep learning, keep growing, and be real, especially in the world today that there's lots of like what you call it, like people will expect us to fit in or play it safe, right? Our uniqueness, your uniqueness is your strength, is our strength. So we need to remember that, embrace who you are, keep growing, and stay true to your path. That's how you create something meaningful, and it's not just in business but in your life, like Steve Jobs doing what he did. Yeah, it's a great example.
yeah. Thank you, Rika and Wendy, for all your insights. Steve Jobs' legacy is a testament to power of
Mhm.
innovation, resilience, and his life encourages us to pursue our passions, right? Lead with vision and embrace challenges as opportunity for growth. So let's carry these lessons forward in our own venture, striving to make a meaningful impact in whatever you do. So thank you everybody for joining today. And if you have a topic in mind that you want us to do, then please put in the comments below. And we will try to do those topics in the following weeks. So yeah, because we do one every week, so we run out of topics. So
Yeah.
it'll be good if
Yeah.
you guys can
Yeah.
put
Yeah,
some
please
comments.
give us an ideas. Yeah, we always do brainstorming, but since this is our episode 90, we're running out, right? Right?
Yeah, and
We're
another thing
grateful for all
is,
your ideas. Yes.
we all three of us would like to invite you for our webinar today, which is
Mhm.
every Tuesday and Thursday
Mhm.
we have the webinar, and replays are available. So if you can't make it that time, you can watch the replay. But you have our websites right here in front of you. So register on there with your name and email, and we will send you the link to watch the free webinar just to get the overview. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, ladies. See you next
Bye,
week.
sis. Bye.
Bye.